Hi everybody. So this is very spur of the moment, but it's Colleen here with Colleen's Beauty and Fashion. I'm going out tonight, so I thought I would do a little bit of a get ready with me, just a real quick one. And I'm going to feature another of the Essence eyeshadow palettes that I've been talking about so much. This one is Taupe, and I'm going to show it to you, but I have to apologize because it's really rubbed off, because this is my favorite one. I use it all the time. So here it is. Look, it's missing. So it's not a very good picture. I'll put a better picture up for you. But I just love the colors in this one. So I'm going to get ready to go out tonight with this palette and do the rest of my face. Stay tuned. So here we go again. I have a little tiny bit of tinted moisturizer on, but that's it. So I'm going to start with the eyeshadow primer that I always use. This is Quo. The color is Champagne, and I like it a lot. So we'll rub that on there and we'll give it a minute. I always start with my eyeshadow if I'm doing a complicated eyeshadow look, because if you get any fallout on your cheeks, then you can just rub it off and it doesn't spoil your foundation or anything, which is a trick I did learn from the beauty gurus on YouTube. Several of them have mentioned that trick, so it's a really good one. Okay, so here we go with the eyeshadow look. This is the Taupe palette from Essence, as I mentioned before. It may seem to you like I'm being paid by Essence or sponsored by Essence because I've done so many of these now, but honestly, I'm not. The concept of my channel was to start with affordable makeup, and then progress through mid-range and then invest in the pieces I think are worth investing for luxury brands. So, but I have been really enjoying these Essence palettes, and I think they're great value for the price. They work for me, so I have been using a lot of them. So you can see clearly I like this one a lot. The shades are pretty chunked into there, so I'm going to start as I always do with this one. You can tell as my transition shade. So I'm just going to go ahead with that. And mostly in the crease, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm using a mirror because I need to use a mirror. I can't do it looking into the camera, and besides, I think that would be weird for you. So I do it this way. So there's our transition shade in the crease first. So next I go in with a color for the lid, this part right here, the inner part. I'm going to use this kind of shimmery gray shade here. It's in the middle of the palette for that. And this is the kind of brush I use. Basic eyeshadow brush, I think. That just in the inner third. Okay, that's that. Then next I go into the outer corner, and usually with the darkest shade in the palette, so that is this one right here. And I use my little tapping brush that I like so much. It's easy for me in the outer corners because I can just kind of stamp the color where I want it, and then I blend it all out. So I'm going to do that now, just a little bit of color. And this is basically what constitutes a smoky eye, is this dark color on the edge. Not too far out, just a little bit out. Just stamp it in there. And of course, as I've mentioned in other videos, the key in the end is always the blending. You gotta blend it, blend it, blend it. Keep your eye open as much as you can. See where you're putting it. And blend it in the end. It just has to be, at this stage, relatively even in the amount of pigment you have on there. So it's pretty even now, and we can go on to the next shade. So next I do the middle, and I like shimmer in the middle. It lifts your eye up when you've got something right on top of, like right above where your iris is when you're looking straight ahead. So that's what I love the shimmer colors for. So in this one, I'm going to use this shade right here. And I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to put it on. And I really love this color. I think this is the shade that makes this taupe palette so pretty. Now I can see I've gotten some on my cheek. So I'll just wipe that away with this big fluffy brush. And like I mentioned, that's why we do our eyeshadow first. So we can do this. Okay. So that's it so far. We're going to need to blend later and after we do some other things. And now I'm going to move on to my foundation. So this is what I've been using pretty regularly for my foundation. It was a huge, sorry about that, glasses everywhere. It was a huge viral success not too long ago, and I ran out and bought some. And as you can see, it's almost gone. This is my second bottle. This is the lighter shade. I actually bought a deeper shade when I had more of a tan left over from last summer. So I've really been enjoying this product. But my plan is, when this runs out, to upgrade to a luxury brand foundation. I do think a good foundation would be worth investing in and at least trying out. So I'm going to do that. These are great, not perfect. So, but there is a hyaluronic serum in them, so that makes it good because there's skincare as well. So what I do is I take the dropper. A lot of people have complained about this dropper. I don't mind it. I just squish it onto my hand. It's a little more difficult when we're this far down in the bottle, but it still works pretty well. And I just take it off my hand and go like this. And then I blend it with my fingers still. All over, down under the chin, so there's no demarcation line. Into the hairline, around the eyebrows. Okay, and then I take more out of the little dropper. And I go back in with a sponge. This is my sponge, where I need more coverage. So that's how I've been doing it. And this seems to work well for getting it to last and to put it where I need it most. So around my nose. And kind of up in here. My forehead. Underneath my eyes. I try not to put too much product under my eyes because my eyes really get crepey and very wrinkly if there's too much product under there. So I steer clear. And I don't have a huge problem under my eyes with the discoloration. So I find like I don't need a heavy duty concealer or anything like that. So there we go. And I do like the sponges. The sponges are a new thing for me. I've been learning to use them and I do quite like them. So that's the base put on. Okay, next I have some Putty Bronzer from e.l.f. This is the Putty Bronzer from e.l.f. And this is the color I'm using. I'll list everything in the description as usual. I really like this product. I'm new to bronzers. So this is the first one I've actually tried. But I go like this. And then, sorry, I need to use a mirror. Under the cheeks. And this is where I really appreciate it, is under my chin. I really noticed when I was looking back at videos the difference between when I wore this under here and when I didn't. It really does help to shade under here to give me my chin back. Where did my chin go? So, and this part, I have a very pointy chin. So I like to put it here, which helps make the pointiness recede a little bit. Dark colors recede, light colors come forward, right? We all know that. So that's why I do that. Looks ridiculous right now, but then we take our handy dandy little sponge, sponge it all in. Just like that. And particularly under here, I make sure to blend it well. Now, this is a pretty light colored bronzer. I probably will buy a different one for the summer because this one is very subtle. So I'm looking forward to trying different bronzers because that's a new thing for me too. So now I move on to the cheeks. Blush. This is an Essence blush, Mosaic blush, and it's a nice pretty pink color. And I will put the shade in the description down below, of course. So I aim for the upper area first and then kind of where I smile. And just like with the eyeshadow, I think it's really important to blend the blush a lot. I personally am not a fan of a lot of heavy blush. It's just the right amount. Like, I like it to still be there at the end of the day, but I don't want it too bright. So I think that looks good on me, and it will fade a little bit too, and then it'll be really good, just the way I like it. So next we'll move on to some highlight. So I got this in my BoxyCharm, which I filmed and posted not too long ago, and highlighter was one of the things I didn't own before. So this is brand new to me, but I have to say I'm really loving it. They're very pretty. This is the Ace Beauty Glow Essentials highlighter palette. So it's quite beautiful. And I did get it, like I said, not too long ago. So I'm just going to use the pinky shade in here. Very light hand with the highlighter for me. I don't want to glow in the dark. I would just want a nice light touch. So just on the top of the cheeks here is where I like it. Down the middle of the nose, I think that's very attractive. And then just a little bit here. And that's it. I don't want any more than that, but I think it really does make a nice subtle difference. So, and I use this brush for now, but I know I need proper brushes. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be picking up as we go along this journey, is the proper brushes. But this is what I have for now, and it's doing okay. It's a Quo brush, came in a travel kit, so it's doing okay for now. So now I'm going to put on my eyeliner, and I have switched mirrors because I need a magnifying mirror to do this. And I like to use a liquid eyeliner, and this is the Essence liquid eyeliner that I have. And I am going to do a video with all Essence products, and then I'm going to be done with Essence because I've talked about them a lot. But I'm going to move on to other videos of other products. But this one I really do like. It's nice and sharp. You see that? And I'm a fan of liquid eyeliner on the top, not on the bottom, on the top. So here we go. And I do it just, not even all the way to the inner corner, just a little bit inside. And I find these quite easy to use. So it does take a steady hand, but with a little bit of practice, if you're, you know, wanting to try a liquid eyeliner, I think you can definitely get it. I just do short strokes, try and join them all together. There, that's pretty good. Basically, I find what this does is fill in the gaps where I don't have thick eyelashes anymore. So that's why I like it so much. But I always check with my glasses on to make sure I did it right. It's pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to at least match. So that's pretty good. So, and then after eyeliner, I follow up with my mascara. This one I'm using today is the Huda Beauty. It's a sample. I got it at Sephora, and it's double-ended. So one side, the side I start with, has a curved brush. You can see curved brush, and I use this side first, and then I'll go back in later after this is dried and use the other side. So here we go. And it seems to me that the perfect mascara is always elusive, because it seems like they're really great for a while and then they just stop working. And I know that's because they dry out. They can dry out, or they do get used up quite quickly. But it's a never-ending search, I find. I don't curl my lashes. I used to. I don't do it anymore because I found that they would fall out. I didn't like it. So I stopped doing it. At some point, I might try an eyelash serum. I've heard good things about some of them. If any of you have heard of any good eyelash serum or have had good success yourself, let me know in the comments, because it is something that I would like to try, and I'm willing to, you know, try for everybody and see how they work, or how the product works. If it does, that would be great. I'm not going to go and get extensions or anything like that, but I would be willing to try eyelash serum if you know of a good one. So that's the first round of mascara. So now I move on to my eyebrows, and this is Pure Minerals, and this was actually given to me by my daughter a while ago, so I'm not sure if it even is around anymore, but I'm using it because I still have some, and it seems to be a good color for me. I just kind of draw them in there. And then I take the other, on the end here is the brush, and I just go in and brush those out. As you can see, I'm still using my magnifying mirror. So that's that. So now under my eyes, I'm going to use this gray pencil. It's double-ended too. This is from Annabelle, and I'm going to use it under my eyes. And I'm actually going to put it as close to the waterline as I can get, but I have an issue with eyeliner not staying on my waterline. So again, in the comments, if any of you have, I think I've tried everything, but honestly, I'm willing to try. If you have a trick to keep eyeliner under your eyes in place, I've tried pressed powder, I've tried mineral, like translucent powder, and I've tried, what else have I tried? Oh, setting spray, kind of damped on there, and I can't find anything that works, so. But if you think you have a solution for me, that would be great. There we go. And I'm just going to take my transition brush and do a little bit of blending. Well, I can still move this around, so that's okay. And now I'm going to take my concealer and fix up the outer corners here. So the way I do this is I just take, this is a NYX concealer, I just take the little doe foot and dab it right where I want it. And right over here. And then I make sure my fingers are clean. And I just tap it in there. And on the other side too. And it kind of instantly fixes up the corner for you so that your color's not coming too far out. And sometimes I'll go in and do that a second time if I need to right before I leave. But it does, I think it helps. Now I take the same concealer and go inside in the inner corners. And just place that where I need it with my finger. And as I mentioned before, I don't put a lot of stuff underneath here. I don't think I need it, and I've tried doing it, and all that happens is I get a bunch of creasing, messy, old-looking skin, which I don't need. So I don't do the middle in between here and here. And I also don't do around my nose. I go back in with some translucent powder at the end and do around my nose, but I don't put concealer around my nose. I don't feel I need to. So if there's any steps along the way when you're listening to people with their makeup tutorials that you feel you don't need to do, don't do them. You don't have to. We all have different issues, and I don't happen to have huge issues either with darkness here or a huge issue around my nose, so I don't do it. So for my lips today, I'm going to be wearing a beautiful taupe kind of satiny shirt, and what I want is some nice soft lips to go with these very smoky taupe eyes. So I'm going to use a pencil, and this is the Essence pencil. I'll give you the shade in the description below, but it's a nice pinky nude, and I'm going to line my lips. I like to have a Cupid's bow, so I guess I can't do that and talk at the same time. And then I just fill it in. It is drying to use lip liner as lipstick, but I find if you put something on top of it, you can get away with it. And again, I put my glasses on because I have to check my lines, and I need glasses to do that. So yeah, I think that's a nice soft look. I did notice with my glasses on now that I can see that this is not where I want it. Yeah, it really fell down. This is why we have makeup wipes. So you can take it off if you need to. That's better. Okay, so where was I? Yes, on the lips. So I'm going to use the lip liner as lipstick. And then I have this, which I just bought, and I'm really liking. It's called What the Fake. Again, it's another Essence product. What the Fake Extreme. This is a plumping lip gloss, and it's got chili powder or whatever it is. There's a word for it. I'll have to look it up and put it up for you. But anyway, you can really feel the sting with this, and it does plump your lips. So if that bothers you, this is not a good product for you. But I can feel it. It's like when you bite into a chili pepper and you get it on your lips. That's what it feels like. And that's the agent that makes it, your lips react and plump. It doesn't bother me, and I enjoy the plumping action of it. And it works well over this lip liner. So I'm okay with it. And I found, as I've been testing it, that it lasts about an hour. So if that's not your thing, do not buy this. But if it is your thing and you like a little bit of a plumping lip action, this is a great affordable Essence product again. So I'm enjoying it. And it didn't, I wore it overnight one night to make sure it didn't like peel or burn my lips or anything. And I was fine. So, but I'm not overly sensitive. So keep that in mind. If you're sensitive, it may not be a good thing for you. But I'm enjoying it. So I have to put my setting spray on. So this is the setting spray I've been using currently. This is from Pacifica, and it's a vegan collagen setting spray. And it's okay. I like it. I have one that I was using before from Milani that I like better. But this one is good too. And what I like about them is I really think they work. I think they work really well to keep your makeup in place. So, and this one is vegan collagen. So if that's important to you, this is a good brand. Pacifica is a drugstore brand. Here in Canada, I found it at Shoppers Drug Mart. So, but I'm sure it's widely available. So here we go. Spray it away from your face. Like this. And then I go like this. Just dry it off a little bit. Let it set. There we go. So I'm going to go finish with my hair and put my outfit on so that I can show you what I'm wearing tonight. And I'll come back with a finished look. So here we go then. I've got my shirt on and got some earrings here that I'm going to wear. These are just some fun little earrings I picked up in, actually I think they were a gift, but they're from Mexico. So pop those on, and I will film my outfit separately so that you can see it head to toe. But basically it's this nice kind of gray, kind of oyster colored satin top and some wide leg trousers. So that's basically what I'm wearing tonight, and I will film it and insert it for you. I like to put on the second coat of mascara right before I leave. So on the other side of this Huda Beauty is this brush, which is more, I think it's supposed to be more of a volumizing brush. So I use this second as my second coat. So that's the second coat of mascara. Decided to change my earrings because those weren't showing very much. And I got these faces in Barcelona, so they're a little bit more interesting for the evening. You see? Quite like them. They reminded me of the Olympic sign that's right near the beach in Barcelona. They have a face painted there from when they had the Olympics, and it looks very similar to this. So that's why I bought these as a little souvenir. You see? Cute. So as always, I have my little friend Bonnie here to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me for this last minute Get Ready With Me. I'm going to see a wonderful singer, sing a little bit of jazz and have a little bit of dinner, so it should be a nice evening out. So Bonnie's going to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. As always, please like and subscribe to my channel. I have lots of interesting, fun things coming up with both makeup and fashion. So including a pair of faux leather trousers that I adore and apparently are going to be in fashion again next year, so I'm excited about that. So like and subscribe, and for now we'll say bye-bye. Bye-bye now.